And we are live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Matt. Matt, how do you pronounce your last name?
Okarmus.
Okarmus. And you are with the Montgomery Advertiser?
I am a reporter with the Montgomery Advertiser.
Do you have a certain beat that you cover?
Food and entertainment.
Food and entertainment. Hey,
yeah.
We qualify as both.
Right up our alley.
We entertain and we eat.
Yeah. All right. Well, but say they sent advertiser photographer Mickey Welsh over on Friday. And he took some photos of us, and but you're here to get the skinny on what's going on, right?
Yes, I would have been here with him Friday, but my car was in the shop, so thank you guys for...
You're quite welcome.
Yeah.
We were all ready for you to be here Friday, too. We arranged our whole weekend, but
Nothing like getting us off our game, Matt. It doesn't take much, believe me. So,
talk about you guys being on your game. Let's just start off with your background a little bit, because I know you guys just recently returned to radio. How long have you guys been back on the air?
we've been back 2 weeks today, and it was 2 weeks ago, November 2nd, was the first show we did together.
right?
Since February 23rd, 2003.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
We were on a break.
Let's go
He's
back.
writing that down. Yes, they were on a
Oh, you
break.
catch on my
Okay,
bad
yeah.
Is that note hand or shorthand?
It's notes. It's very. I'm the only one that can read it, I guess, because I figured out what my words say.
All right. Apparently, Matt, you were somebody's favorite advertiser reporter. They're showing you some love on the Periscope. So
There you go. Got some
congrats.
hearts.
All right.
So just take some background. What was your guys' show back then when you had it back in Oakland?
We were on Y102 back in the late 90s, early 2000s, and pretty much the same show you hear now, only done by two guys who were about 15 years younger, 15 years less wiser, and 15 years with less life experience, things we would have said back then. And when I say we, I really mean things I would have said back then I would never say now. Tommy's always been as good as he is, but
Wow. And I had a little less gray hair than I do now, so thank you for that.
gray hair then than he does now. I did too. By the way, this is No Shave November, so
Oh, hey, trust
Yeah.
me, I'm right there with you.
there you go. He's doing No Shave No Ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
But
Matt's got it going on.
It's
Check it out.
experience, right?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Right.
So can you guys talk about what you've been doing in the off time since you guys have been together?
Well, I've stayed in radio. I do voiceover for TV stations. I do WCOV. Tonight at 7 on Fox 20. Tuesday at 7 on Fox 20. Tonight at 10 on Fox 20. And I also did mornings at WBAM here in Montgomery for about 6 years. The opportunity came where I could go back to doing a radio show with the only person I want to do a radio show with, the great Tommy Fields.
Hey, thank you very much. And my wife and I have a media production company. It is called Big Dreams Creative. That's Dreams with a Z. And we do videography, photography, and website design and development. Work with all kind of clients in the river region and beyond. We actually cover the Southeast. I mean, we basically are kind of like have cameras, we'll travel. So you want us somewhere, we're going to be there. And that experience has really come in handy here with the show because I'm producing videos for the show. We're doing original content that nobody else is doing. It's not just your standard show promo stuff. So that's we.
Yeah, we don't want to just be, hey, coming up, we're going to read the celebrity gossip. And then coming up at 7:50, be tuned in. We're going to ask you a trivia question. All of that is great. It's just not for us. We're not going to get up at 3:30 in the morning to come in here and be bored all morning. We're at least going to try to enjoy each other's company, try to make each other laugh. And if we can make somebody else laugh or enjoy their morning a tad more, hopefully more than a tad,
Right.
then I think it's a reason to wake up early.
Well, we do this. We try to do a show that we would listen to, and we kind of go by the mantra: if it makes us laugh, we figure everybody else is going to laugh with us or at us. We'll take either one. It doesn't matter.
And if it's not, we have a rule: if it's not funny, at least interesting. If you can hit both of those, that would be great. I'll let you know when we do.
Yeah, maybe one day we're going to get there.
I'll let you know when we hit either of those.
Yes, exactly.
But at least our whole thing is we may go down in flames, but we're going to go down in flames swinging, and we don't think we're going to go down in flames.
Yeah, let's hope not. Now, you said earlier, this is the guy you'd want to do radio with. What is your guys' dynamic like? I think you were saying earlier he handles social media. You know, how do you guys work together as a team?
How do we work together? Tommy handles social media, Tommy handles the news, and I'm in charge of playing the Billy Joel songs.
Yes.
I don't know what else I do.
You've got the Billy Joel button. So you know when to press it. That's the main thing. Not everybody does.
I'm in charge of not shaving for the month of November.
Exactly.
Good. Good to see you.
How y'all guys doing?
We're
All right.
periscoping right now.
You're streaming live right now. Say hi to
Well,
everybody.
this is almost as good as listening to you live.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Another satisfied listener. What's your name?
Kurt.
I know Kurt Gant.
Yeah.
I know Kurt.
All right.
Good.
Hey, Kurt, how are
Hey.
you? How are you?
Been refreshing, been enjoying it
Thank
every morning.
We
Every
have
morning.
to.
Gotta love that.
I'm actually getting up early just to listen to you.
Kurt
Wow.
Well, I'm gonna let him steal my question. People have already reached out. The reason why we came here is because people are like, "Hey, these guys are back on the air." Obviously, people are excited for it. So for the
Who are these people?
I know.
Star for entertainment.
Yeah.
I know. That's like the famous "they say."
They
It's
say.
like, who are
I can
they?
show you the Facebook messages, but what has it been like getting that feedback? I'm sure you had to have in the past 2 weeks.
It's great. Look, we've gotten more positive feedback. We've gotten more feedback. Hey, I listened to you in the last 2 weeks than I've gotten in many a long time.
Yeah.
It's really nice. We didn't even know if anybody would even remember us or care, but people seem to be remembering the old stuff, and we seem to have new listeners, new
Yes,
faces, and
yes.
some of the old faces we remember from the olden days, and it's just been very, very exciting and encouraging.
Well, and plus too, I mean, I guess mainly because of social media. With the advent of social media, stuff like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you're already connected with a lot of people who know who you are, so you get a lot of instantaneous feedback. So it's awesome to actually be able to do something on the air, then have your Facebook page light up and have people say, "Oh, that was funny."
Let me ask that too. You sort of already gave me the answer, but you guys have been radio for a long time. How has it changed though with the recent advent of social media and everything else that people have? How has it changed your guys' approach?
It's changed because technology has made it to where people are not going to sit around and wait on you to do something good. They can be gone in a second. There's 9 trillion other choices out there from their watch, they can listen on their phone, they can go to satellite radio, they can listen to 19 other Montgomery stations. So you really got to do, our whole thing is we just try to do things that would be interesting. We may fail, but when I use the word may, I mean will. We will fail a lot, but we're always going to be trying to do something interesting.
Well, and the thing too, social media really gives you more of an outlet than you ever had before. When you were on the air before, you would do your show, it would be gone. It's in the ether. It's out of here. If you missed it, you missed it. Now we've got a chance to do video content. We can make comments on Facebook. We can take photos of what's going on. We can interact with listeners in an entirely new way, rather than just have people call on the phone and try to win a shirt or something like that. So it's
Periscope with the guy from the Montgomery Advertiser,
which is even the best thing ever.
Yeah. Now, we talked about the people that are welcoming you. What about the new people here? Can you kind of describe your show for anyone who isn't familiar?
That's a good question. It's easy to get caught up in we were here many years ago. A lot of people know us. I would describe us as not your typical morning show. We're not owned by a corporation, in that we once had a guy in a suit get into a Porsche and drive from Atlanta to Montgomery and told us that we had to start reading horoscopes at 8:05 every day. And if we didn't, we would be fired. That is a true story. And that's a very difficult situation to be in.
Yeah.
Our corporate, if we want to run something up corporate, it's right down the hall.
We open the door and say, "Hey, Terry, can we do this?"
In fact, I'm going to run up something up corporate. Hey, Terry! Is he still voice tracking? Oh, never mind.
Oh, the door is shut.
Uh-oh. Corporate is shut.
Uh-oh.
Our corporate is right down the hall.
Okay.
And he's a fan of ours. He's a fan of ours. He's a fan of the show we did. He was our boss at Y102, Terry Barber.
Okay.
He's now the owner of this station. And he's the only guy I want to work for.
Okay.
He's the only guy I'm going to work for.
Yes.
I think the kind of guy Terry is. I remember when we were at the other station, he actually came in one morning, brought a griddle with him, and made pancakes for the entire staff. So, I mean, that's the kind of guy we're working for, and we're getting such great support from him. It's incredible.
We have not gotten any pancakes since we've been back. So I'm
Yeah,
starting to
we
rethink
need
my
to talk
decision.
about
Is that a
that.
challenge?
We need to
The
address
gauntlet
that.
is down. Where the hell are our pancakes? That's the only reason I showed up for this gig.
Yeah, I know.
Free pancakes from Terry.
What do you guys enjoy about being on the radio here in the Montgomery area specifically?
I like the fact that I've been here 23 years. Tommy's lived here his whole life. We don't have to pretend we're from here. We don't have to pretend to know what happened, back when that restaurant used to be a Morrison's, and before that it was a gas station, and before we know a lot of that stuff, which makes it easy. You go into a new town, you know nobody, you know nothing. You can't really ingratiate yourself in the market, but you can when you've lived here, and it's really easy when you've been here so long.
By the way, John, your boots are getting some love. Some folks are saying nice boots, John.
This is from my country days.
Yeah.
Got my butt kickers on.
If we can just throw out one of these last questions for both of y'all to answer. What is your favorite thing about being on the radio?
Tommy, you go first.
All right.
Favorite thing for me is it is a fabulous creative outlet, and I get to spend 3-4 hours with one of my best friends. We make each other laugh, and so it's like, what kind of job is that? That's an awesome job to have, where you get to go in, spend hours with your best friend, and just make each other laugh all day. It's awesome.
I have no skills in life. I was raised by a single mother. My dad was not around. I don't know how to do anything but watch soap operas and talk and occasionally say something interesting. So it's like the only thing I know how to do, and that's the truth. And to get to hang out with Tommy is even better. He makes me better. He makes me more interesting, I think. I'll run some stuff by him before we go on the air, and if it's funny to him, then I might give it a shot. If it's not, if he says no, if Tommy has, we both have full ability to put the kibosh on anything. I can veto him, he can veto me. It's 50-50.
Oh, you had me at hello.
Yeah. If I want to do something and he's like, I don't want to, then I don't, because it's 50% his show, and I don't want to do something if he's not on board. And the same thing with him.
Yeah. Well, and
Too, when we were on before, we were never equals. It was John Garrett, and I would make appearances. I would do the news, and I would kind of be just in and out on occasion. And we've actually had management tell us not to talk to each other, to not interact. Here,
real interesting when it's what you're doing for a living. It's very fun.
yeah, exactly. But here, it's John and Tommy. Everything's equal across the board, and it makes for a better show. It makes for a better time. It makes it worth getting up at 4 a.m., believe me.
Okay, I guess last thing, and you guys should be used to this, can you just tell us when and where people can listen to you?
Mornings 6 until 10 on 95.5, also on WRBZradio.com.
yes.
And on 12:50 a.m. if you want to. If you want to, you can.
Yeah.
For our older demographics. And I got a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Where were you born?
I was born in Modesto, California.
All right. Was that about 9 months after a Who concert?
It could have been.
Because Pete Townsend called. You look like a young Pete Townsend.
He really
I'll
does.
have to see if that's my biological roots.
Yeah.
That says a lot about his family if he says he's going to check. I'll check with Mom when I get home.
I have to make a phone call.
By the way, don't forget, check us out on Facebook, John and Tommy. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We got a YouTube channel. So we're all over the place. Find us. Love us. We love you.
Are we done?
We are right about now. Thanks, everybody, for
Thank you, Advertiser.
Thanks,
Thank
everybody,
you.
for watching. We love you. See ya.